of a afternoon. Welcome to Tea with D. Sorry, I'm a little bit out there. Just rushing. And yeah, like the flip. I mean, you gotta love the flip. The flip is where it's at. Ah, here we go. Sorry about that. Oh, sometimes I'm so ill prepared. So prepared. There we go. Here I am. Oh, it's been a long weekend. It's been a long weekend. I am just, oh, who's big for 4 day weekends? Because two is not enough. I need a 4 day weekend. And I found this book amongst my things. It was a Dollar Tree thing. The Big Breakfast Diet. Eat a big breakfast before 9 a.m. and lose big for life. Where I thought this was like a cookbook, but it's like a diet thing. Yeah, I'll do something like that. Maybe I'll give it away. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello, Paula. And I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I just like I am not enthusiastic. Deborah, Marilyn, Janet, Bonnie, Tracy, Rhonda. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I always come down here and I get like, I have been running all afternoon. I come down here. I haven't yawned until I sit down. Hello, Cheryl. I'm so sleepy. Hey, Tamara. I don't know. Did you see that score? I didn't even tell you the best part about those Lily ships. They were $1 bag. I was like, you found Lily's chips for $1 a bag? Shut the front door. She bought them out. So it's always good to have friends in high places, is all I'm saying. Hello, Donna and Settlefly. Hello. I've not seen you here for a long time. How are you? I'm finishing up my Diet Coke. I was going to make tea tonight. I got this tea in a subscription box, and it was a chai. It was a new chai tea, and I was excited to try it. But I was running behind, so I didn't have time. So I'm a little bit. I'm glad. I should be glad I had a little bit of soda left. Diet, I think Diet Pepsi Zero or Diet Coke Zero. I have about a half a cup. Yeah, that's the kind of day I've had. Hello, Lavender Cat. I'm getting loopy. Oh well, here's what happened before dinner. I made a delicious, humongous vat of egg roll in a bowl. Okay. Right before we're ready to sit down to eat, I was just, I couldn't find the dog. I thought, oh, that's right, I let him out a few minutes ago. So I go to find him outside. And you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Yeah, he had a rabbit hanging out of his mouth. Yeah. I have a terrier, so yeah. And this was, what makes me sad about this is because this little baby bunny was one of my favorite ones because it had a little white streak over on his nose. So I kind of knew this one. He was kind of different. And he's been stalking this rabbit for a couple weeks. So it was inevitable. I kept trying to shoo it out the gate, but it kept coming back. Well, now it's in the garbage. Because it's dead. Yeah. That's his job. Hello, Marianne. Hello, Rosemary. Yeah. This was a little one. This wasn't like a bigger one. This was a little one. It was so cute. It had like this little white stripe right in the middle of its brow. Of course, I have, of course, nobody else is around. So I have to take care of it. So I have to put the pieces of carcass because it's, yeah. Only good thing is he's a good listener. And when I told him to put it down after a few yells, he did. But it was too late. So, oh, you need Bailey to come take care of it. He's your dog. I'm telling you, that's his thing. Yeah, bunnies. I mean, I kept saying to the boys, it's inevitable. He's going to get it. It's just, he's relentless. And like, I used to watch the Cesar Millan show, and he used to give all about, he's a dog psychologist, and he'd say, dogs don't have a memory. They live in the moment. No, this dog knows there's rabbits out there. He goes outside and right over that thing, and he paces, and he waits them out. And the bunnies, the babies, the bigger ones are a little bit smarter. Not the babies. They go under and then they come right out again. He's still standing there. So, all right, rant over. Received a pineapple cobbler recipe. You did? Yes, it's phenomenal. It was really good. I liked it. Like I said, the cake mix was the one you get at Weight Watchers. Like, they sell it. They sell cake mixes. At the meetings, you get them online. But like I said, you could get a sugar-free cake mix, measure out the grams. I don't remember how many, ounces. I think it was ounces. It might have had grams, one thing. I didn't really look. But it did in ounces. So I measured, it was half the bag. So I think it was, I think it was 6 ounces. I don't remember. It's through the written recipe. But you could use a vanilla cake mix from Pillsbury. You don't have to. And if you really, and vanilla would be perfectly delicious. You don't have to do it lemon. That's just what they did. And if you wanted to do it lemon, if you want to lemon it up, I say get a little bit of that sugar-free lemon Jell-O pudding mix. Throw that in there. Or if you can't find that, like, I don't have a very hard time finding it, I would use Crystal Light. Like a teaspoon. Maybe a teaspoon and a half in there. Tell you, when I used the Crystal Light, you didn't know it was crystal. It just was delicious. And I would leave out the poppy seeds. I don't think they do anything. It's like you even know that they're there. Like, it's like, oh, I feel the crunch. No, you don't even know that they're there. So, like I said, you could use a vanilla. I mean, unless you want the cake mix, then, I think it's like $6.99 at the WW for the little cake mix. It's not as much. The cake mix isn't as big, if I'm not mistaken, as the box of Pillsbury that you get for $1.99. 2-point squirrel. I have trained them to drop the dead rabbits, but, other than before that, I'm not responsible. Hello, Natalie. I'm always cold because I have a tank top on, and down here it's always cold, so I always bring my sweater. So, yep. I'm gold. Cindy, like the Milk Bars. Which one is your favorite? I myself like the peanut butter and the strawberry, which is quite delightful. The cookies and cream, the salted caramel are my favorites. I don't like the double chocolate, and I'm not sure why, because I love chocolate. Oh, I'm ready for fall too. I wanted to do pumpkin, but I promised this recipe since I got this recipe at a meeting. I posted it about 3-4 weeks ago. I just haven't felt like doing this. So, honestly, I thought, you know what? I got the cake mix when I was at the meeting. I was like, let me use the cake mix. They sell it there. I'll buy it. So I did buy it at the meeting because my new meeting sells lots of stuff. I did get a popcorn thing, and I thought it was so cute. After I tried, if I like it, I'm going to get one for the next giveaway because we're almost halfway there. So excited. So I thought it'd be fun if I like that it's a single microwave popcorn popper. I think it pops 2 cups of popcorn. Because I love my other microwave one. So I thought this would be really, really cute. So if I like it and it works good, then we'll throw it in the giveaway. Goofy. The cookie dough. Oh, yes, I agree there. I forgot about that one because it's not in regular flavors. I don't always think of it. And honestly, Cindy, they don't always offer, but I love the bite size. It's the bites. I think it's just enough because I tend to only eat half, and the bites are perfect. A lot of people like the coconut. Now, if you like the coconuts, you would probably love the coconut brownie chunk. Again, not always available. I actually like that. Shock of all shocks. I'm really not a huge fan of coconut. But for some reason, the coconut brownie, is really rich. It's delicious. Hello, Carol. It is. That's what I said, Susan. It's just enough for one. So if it pops well, then I'll pick up another one for our 10K giveaway. Can you believe it? 10,000. We're like almost halfway there. That's crazy. Can I say that loud? That's crazy. Hey, Haley, how are you feeling? Hello, Michelle. Good evening. But yes, it is Sunday. It is the beginning of a new week. Are we still following the program? Yes, I had a game this week, and I was following the program, so I'm not quite sure. Again, I always say this, no rhyme or reason. That's 2 weeks in a row I had a gain. As you don't want to keep in track. 2 weeks in a row I had a gain. Yep, talk about frustration. But, nothing I can do. Like I said, I had the best week I could. Am I, I'm not happy, no, but there's nothing I can do. I can't sit there and say, there's no point in really trying to analyze it. This is what the scale said. This is what I have to live with. So it's just moving on to the next week. It's all you can do. Super tired, I bet. I don't blame you. Oh, well, remember the second one always comes a little quicker. I'll give you a horror story. When I delivered my second son, I went in with contractions. I only had them maybe an hour, and I went in, and for some reason, I don't remember why, they broke my water. I don't remember why they did that. And I delivered in 2 minutes. And she said to me, if your water would have broken at home, you would have delivered at home. And I was a week and a half early. Not that I want to scare you, but I just want to, the second one usually comes and fast. I know, 10K. I can't even begin to understand it. We have much premier protein here. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it on Amazon either. Do you have like a Sam's or a Costco? Some places people said that they have it there. I have not seen it. Yeah, I got you, Cindy. That's a tough one. Oh, Carol, you're so sweet. You guys are so nice. You're taking a WW break. I can understand that. Sometimes, look, if you have a membership, I would try Costco. Go online and put in that Costco zip code, and you can search what's in the store. I was just at 38 weeks, 5 days. So, okay. Oh yeah. I had my midwife, right? Now we're all girls here, She did a pelvic, and she just oh look, like she was like hoping that would, I'm like, seriously, she popped me, but it didn't. It's still, yeah, she didn't help, but she tried. Then you go home thinking, oh my God, what's it going to happen in the next hour? But I didn't have Braxton Hicks. I could say that. So when I had contractions, I was in labor. Absolutely, you can add protein powder to any recipe. Yep. And it's not going to, like I said, the vanilla, if it's a 1-point protein, it's really not going to add anything to a multiple recipe. Hello, Katie. Good evening. It's not going to add points, like, to the individual. Like, unless it's one, it's like unless you adding it to one thing, it's probably not going to add anything, but it's going to add protein, which is important. It's going to make you feel full. Did I tell you I got the sweet potato from Devotion? My son is like, Mom, this is the best thing you've ever purchased. He mixes it with yogurt and says it's the bomb. So I'm looking to do that because I made it into a cake. I said, I'm telling you, I don't even. And Salty goes, you're not going to like it. He kept telling me I wasn't going to like it. And he was wrong. Not only did I like it, I loved it. So I had to buy it. Big one. See, certain things, like for that, I buy the big one. But when I got the chocolate, I got the packets because I didn't want that much because I'm not a huge fan of the chocolate. Unless it's mixed into something. I don't like the chocolate on its own. But that sweet potato is all that. And what's nice about Devotion is you can get a couple packs to try it instead of spending 40 some dollars to get the container, which I think is crazy. And I believe my code gets you money off your sample packs too. I do believe that. So it probably will, Haley. It probably will be quicker. I mean, I can't complain. Both my labors were not long. I think I was in labor with my first son 5 hours, maybe. I only pushed for an hour, so it was. But it's funny. The first one I had an epidural. The second one, there was no time because I delivered in 2 minutes. I remember, because you're going to deliver. I said, wait a minute, where's my epidural? We don't have any time. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're not going to do anything until I get some drugs, please. And I will say, it is much easier to push without an epidural. They're like, push. I'm like, push what? But when you're actually in active labor and you don't have an epidural, you know how and where to push. It's like, I know, I can do it. Can I push? So there is something to be said for natural childbirth. I will say that. Good evening. I'm Christy Woods. I think I read that one. Yeah, so you can get samples of any of the flavors. Sometimes they sell out of them, but in fact, wait a minute. I got a sample of something different from a different company. It was called Fit Whip, and I never tried it. Where the hell I put that? Oh my gosh, that's a long time. Oof. Ooh, yeah. There's some stories out there. Like, so I know I was lucky. I told you, Steve dropped me off for Peter, the second one. Figured he'd drop Timmy at my mother's and be back and have plenty of time. He got home and I already delivered. He missed it. I called him. I said, guess what? I don't need you. Stay home. Yeah. So, yeah. He's like, oh, wow. So then I was really afraid to go back because I'm like, so yeah. Hence why there wasn't a third. Oh, 22 hours. Hey, Kay McLean. Abilene. How's Abilene? Did I say it right, Abilene? The longest day of the year. Speaking of which, it's going to be fall in another what? The first day of fall is the 22nd. Tomorrow's the 13th, right? So a week from Wednesday. Maybe we'll have a special video go up on that day, like a pumpkin or an apple recipe. Oh, it's a protein powder, Jocelyn. It's the devotion. They have vanilla, chocolate. I think they have a coffee one, I think. And they have a butter. I like the butter. And I keep meaning to make a cheese sauce with it, and I keep forgetting. Again. Too much, no time. You gotta have the Twilight. Yeah, I wasn't like, yeah, we're not moving until I get something. I'm not one of those like, I want drugs. No epidurals. Okay. Betty Bones. What is a Betty Bone? Is it like something that you hang up? Is it a thing? I know, I'm ready to. Like, I'm not a summer lover. And I'm certainly not on plan in the summer, as we've figured out in the last 3 years. Oh. But I have to say, I mean, if you're in labor for 12, 15 hours, yeah, you need something. But my gosh, it is so much easier to push without one. I'm thinking, this is what I'm supposed to do. Because you legit feel it. And when people say, I want to push, and you see the people in the movie say, I want to push. And you're just like going, well, I didn't want to push. I don't know what they mean. But yeah, I knew the second time I wanted to push. Oh, it was like, yeah. And it did. It almost felt, I didn't use the word felt good to push, but it did. And when you have an epidural, you just don't know what to do. I remember like going, push what? What do I push? Do I stop? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. A 12-foot standing skeleton. Oh my goodness. We decorate for fall. We don't, well, we used to decorate for Halloween when the kids were little, but since we're not opening the door anymore, we're taking advantage of COVID. I'm like, we're not doing it this year. I'm like, no. We didn't do it last year. It felt good. Honestly, the last few years, it's been, I don't know, the kids have changed, and it's one time I had a parent argue with me. I said online because all I said was, the kids don't say thank you and they're rude, which they were. And she got all over me. I'm like, seriously? Your kid's getting candy and they can't say thank you? What are you teaching them? And I don't like that. I don't care. Take the candy shit. We used to always, I got a lot. How many mounds and almond joy did I get in my basket? What are you going to do? You come home, you split it with somebody, you swap, you give it to your parents, you give it to your brother. I don't get it. I don't like that. Hey, Pat. Yeah. Well, they shouldn't be trick-or-treating because with COVID, you shouldn't be taking things from people you don't know. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. We used to put a scarecrow up, a bale of hay, which I call it's like it's a bale of hay. I call it a hay bale. And sometimes we put mums and pumpkins around the tree. But I don't know. We'll see. We got a lot going on. Remember, I won't be here Thursday night because we're going to be in New York. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, we're going to New York for the afternoon to see my son. We're having some kind of welcome for the parents and stuff. So we get to go up on Thursday. My husband is scared to drive. So keep me in your prayers because it's going to be a hell of a ride, people. Hell of a ride. So, yep. I should vlog from the car. Now it's going to be difficult. And he's putting me in charge of maps. I don't read maps. We have a GPS, so I'm not sure why I have to read maps. Did he get the memo? I don't read maps. I didn't get that memo. Oh, that sounds really cool, McLean. It is easy. It is simple. It truly is. Like I said, if you don't have the lemon cake mix from Weight Watchers, you can just get the sugar. I would get the sugar-free one. And it doesn't change the points I put in the recipe builder. It doesn't. It's the same. Because it goes down by 1 point totally, so it doesn't change the servings. And you have to measure it. I think it would be good with the vanilla. And like I said, if you want to make it lemon, throw some sugar-free lemon pudding mix or some Crystal Light in with the cake mix. I wouldn't do extract. Your girl doesn't like lemon extract. Yeah, but we have to go, Carol. It's for the boy. Yeah, Timmy drives there like there's nobody's business. I said to Timmy, you should come home and pick us up. That might work. Towel paper. We used to call dish towels moppines. Get the moppine. I don't know if that's Italian for dish towel. I don't even know. Certain words were what my grandmother used and was moppine. So get the moppine. Islander. Speaking of which, my husband and I, we actually may book a vacation. Not 2023. I know it's like, dude, that's like, well, we were going to do February 2022, but I'm just nervous about the shit that's going on. I said, I don't want to get excited and have to cancel or they cancel because of COVID and all this crap. I said, let's just wait a year. So we're going the first week of February of 2023, we're going to cruise to Bermuda. I have never been to Bermuda. I'm so excited. It's a year and a half away. I am still going to celebrate and get excited. So I thought I'd share that. Hold on. Leaving from New York, we're going to go to New York again, but we're going to take a limo there, or I shouldn't say a limo, a van ride. Have a nice man pick us up. Oh, yeah, she calls them moppines too. Yep. That's she has it with the little pockets, and that I thought about those, but see, to me, I would get those caught using them as yeah, I would drop something. You know me. Sometimes it's hot mess express in the kitchen. Oh, yeah. Our neighbors had a drive-by shower. Hey, Marine. A tip for overnight oats with yogurt mixed to sugar-free Jello mix. Oh yeah, you can put that in there. But you see, I'm not a huge fruit lover. I will put fresh fruit on top, but a fruity yogurt, it might not be my jam. But it sounds interesting. Um, I think we're in. It's a 5 dayer, so I think we are in Bermuda for a day and a half. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think I would have. That's why I never got it because I thought it sounds good in theory, but it just would I would probably get it caught on the pan and I'd drop something. Oh, hello, Maria, and thank you. Is this your first time here at the live? Somebody else said, wait a minute. Somebody else said it was their first time here. Let me go back because now that I think about it, sometimes, truth be told, I'm not always awake. Let me say. Somebody else was their first time here. I think. Maybe. I felt like somebody else was their first time here. If it's your first time here, let me know because I'm a hot mess when I read things. Let's all welcome Marie to the live. I'm so glad you love the channel. I love doing it, honestly, and it's a way. In the last year, I've really enjoyed it because I've just become more myself here. In the beginning, I think I was trying to be, I don't know, somebody you'd want to watch as opposed to being just me, and then it's much easier being me, and I have more fun, and I'm goofy, if you don't know that. I'm a little bit of a hot mess, but, you know. I've always wanted to go to Bermuda, and my husband was excited because it's not that far. He could swim back to shore. We can't, but 2 weeks in southern Mississippi. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Are you just following the plan? How was your week? You know what, Kath? It just, like I said, you feel like maybe you should just be politically correct or and I'm thinking to myself, it's hard to be perfect and it's hard. And that's not really who I am. So why, and then I decided, you know what, I could take all, let's strip it down and and I talk plainly. I give you all the good, bad, and the ugly stuff that went on in my journey and what I think you should know and things that I think might help you. And I don't sit there and sugarcoat anything because I think you need to hear, I tell you things you need to hear, not things you want to hear. I told McLean, I said that. I said, McLean, you've been missed. Texas gal. Oh, I bet it's been crazy. Oh, well, did you get hit with, how bad was your Ida experience? We had tornadoes up here, and 2 miles is destroyed from my house. I mean, like I said, that was a little too close for comfort. We're sitting in the basement, everybody's phone's going off. It felt like Armageddon. And I just learned that one of the kids in my class, they lost their home. So I gotta find out which one it was. And they're living in an RV I guess, in their land, help, as their house gets fixed. Oh, okay, you're true north, gotcha. Hello, Miss Lori. It is, and I don't know which kid it is, and honestly, I can't figure it out. So obviously, they've been, Well, there was one kid in the other first grade. She said to me, "How did you make out with the tornado?" I said, "I made out okay. How about you?" "Our house got hit, but we don't have that much damage." She was so cute, like a little doll. Like I was going to put her on a shelf, but how mature the way she was talking. I'm like, wow. Oh, yeah. What a week it was between everybody getting hit down there and the sucker coming up. I thought she would have been weak as anything. We never get F3s here in New Jersey. We don't get tornadoes, we don't get earthquakes. But we have lately. There was an earthquake, it's been a while now, but my God, I knew. I said to my husband, "Oh my God, that was an earthquake." Because I said, you just feel the earth shake. Yeah. You think, McLean, did you get a bonus? Yeah, they gave you a tip. Don't play the racehorses. Oh, tornado. That's what I'm saying. Like, people in Tornado Alley, I can't imagine living like that regularly. I'm like going, oh my gosh. That's a bit crazy. My husband would implode. He's a bit of a worrier. Anytime we have bad winds, he's always in the basement. It's funny, and he has the dog gear that way. The dog wanted to go in the basement before we got the alerts, so they were already down here because he said, "I'll take the dog down." The dog was stressing, and yet there was no thunder. I'm not sure why the dog was stressing, but so yeah. But what was it? I told you about the popcorn popper, which I can't wait to try. I was going to have it tonight, but I'm just not hungry. I will definitely try it this week and let you know what I think. Oh, see, we don't have sirens. We just have our phones. Good night, Stephanie. So I can't imagine living in Tornado. Oh my gosh, that's scary. You just have bears. So you have your own issues in the Smokies. So I don't even know. Tornadoes, bears. I don't know. That's kind of level to me. I'd be a little bit afraid. You have any like mountain lions or anything like that? I got a popcorn popper from WW. I was leaving the meeting and perusing, like I said, they have a humongous display of products there, and which is kind of nice. And I saw this little individual popper, and I thought, how cute! It pops two cups of popcorn. I'm like, because I have a big one, and you heat this big thing up, and for only, I'm thinking this is just cute, just enough for a serving. You have fires. Oh, yuck. They do. That's what my husband said. Oh, 3 Mile Island. I remember that one. But, so I wanted to try it. It was like a little rubber thing for the microwave. I guess you measure the popcorn. Like I said, once it's popped, it fits 2 cups. So I thought it was adorable. It was like $5.99 or something. I was like, oh my God. So if it's cute and I like it and it works well, I'll pick one up for the giveaway. So I thought it was just, I love anything that's convenience. You know me, it's nice and cute. Cute. Excuse me. That, and they gave away samples of the little, they're like veggie crisps, but they were buffalo. I'm like, I never got a sample of my other one. And I got 2 because I gave her the tips were good. She liked how I segued this week's topic into last week's topic. She was like, oh my gosh, you get another bag of chips. I'm like, yes, I want a bag of chips. I went on a walk blasting music after a couple of vlogs. 2 coyotes ran by me. That's scary. Oh my gosh. Hi, Stacy. Roy. He comes here a lot. I'm surprised he's not here. He's our token man. He'll come in and say, token here. Yep. He held up the man part of it. Well, welcome. Is this your first live? Let's all welcome Stacy. You can stay. Yeah, samples. It must be the international. I'm like, and they always talk about their products, and I get it. People say that's a hard sell, but I like hearing about them. That doesn't mean I have to buy them. I just like hearing what they have, and oh, he's adorable. He goes, "Welcome to my kitchen." Kills me. Though he has skinny syrups that I can't find. I told him I'm breaking into his house and taking them. I know. He was going to come the one night, and he was supposed to come to the Zoom, and he was here on the YouTube. I said, I'm in Zoom. He goes, oh, I thought you meant YouTube. I don't know. I have to give him like a fishing line to pull himself in. But he'll come. I'll get him to come back. He's just been crazy busy. I said, we miss your uploads. I think it's fun to watch men, because there's so many women, there's so few men. You got the WW gays, though. I don't know. They're just a little bit sometimes. I like a little bit calm, like Roy. He's very good. He's very informative. That's what I like. I like Salty again, informative to the point. The gays are more fun, and it's not as much. I don't know. That's my opinion anyway. But yeah, I need more men. So I got the samples, got the popcorn popper. There was recipe cards. I grabbed those because free recipes. I'm going to take it. And I met a subscriber there. She goes there. So we sat there. It was fun to meet Rose. So that was nice. Salty got promoted and is working a lot more. That's what happened to him. Yep. Well, his videos were, the way he had it all rigged up, I mean, his was a production. And that's between the filming and it was just way too complicated. I kind of simplify mine. You just got to keep it simple because anything complicated I'm not going to do. Kind of like cooking. Am I going to make a complicated recipe? No. You can't, like I said, complicating the whole program. Complicating your journey. The more complicated you make it, the less likely you are going to do it. So when I say just follow the plan, that's all I mean. Just do the basics. Because sometimes we don't do the basics. And sometimes the basics are all you need. We overthink it. We overcomplicate it. So, streamlining it. And I always say, when you jump around plans, you have to give it time. There's times you're just not going to lose. And sometimes just whatever the plan, like if you need more accountability, then green is for you. If you're good with a little bit of leeway, then blue is for you. If you're great with a lot of leeway, then go purple. But see, with me, there's not enough points in purple. I don't eat those foods. I was talking to Rose about this, enough to justify being on purple. I was out of points a lot. So that was frustrating for me because once we're out of points, we don't really need to be eating. And yeah, I could dip into my weeklies, but how long is that going to last? I only get 28. So it just unless you're eating those foods, rices, the quinoas, the pastas, the potatoes, they're just not something I eat that much to worry about. And I weigh and measure all of them. So I'm not having 8 cups of rice. Lucky if I have 3/4 of a cup. The most thing I probably do on purple is the oats. That's what I do a lot of. Thank you, Marie. Back to basics. We overthink everything. We do. All this week and made up using 50 points one day. There you go. Good for you. High five, McLean. I just got bored on purple. And that sounds weird to say that. I just don't enjoy those foods that much. You can sit there and say, well, you should have potatoes one day, rice one day, pasta one day. I have enough points on purple if I eat those foods. So I'm pretty good. So I don't really, very rare, and there is the occasion that I run out of points, but it's not often. I try to do like 5 points for breakfast, between 5 and 6 for breakfast, 5 for lunch, and then the rest is for dinner and snacks. My snacks are normally 0 points, like eggs, fruit, vegetables, hummus. I make my own hummus. It's 0 points. So that's 0. Like I said, banana. So that's, sometimes I'll have a rice cake with PB2 or an apple with PB2, which is really good. And that's only a point, so really. And like I said, sometimes my dinner is, if I'm having chicken with a vegetable and maybe there's a starch, maybe there isn't. Maybe there's another salad. Maybe there's a piece of bread. But normally I may even have extra points for a mug cake at night. I am on blue. Green just didn't work for me. I did originally Smart Points back in 2016. So, yeah. When I came back and it was Freestyle, the blue plan, and she told me that eggs and yogurt were 0, and I'm like, they are? And chicken, I'm like, chicken is 0? And shrimp? Oh, heck yeah. What are some of the good things to pick up at Sprouts? The chips. Now, I'm not sure they're going to be $1 because I think that was just yesterday. You could look. But I think they're cheaper than Amazon. I think they're like $5.99 or $6.99. The Kodiak, I get at Sprouts. And they have cereals, crackers. I'm all about scanning the crackers. I try to get low point crackers, usually at Sprouts. They have the Quest bar that I love with the half peanut butter, half chocolate chip. It's like a smash. I always get that when I go to Sprouts. They have, which I love, microgreens. Oh my God. I love sunflower or basil microgreens. They're just my favorites. Put them in a salad, put them in a sandwich. They're just so good. I usually get those there. That's probably bars. I'm on the bar section. That's probably it. Wraps, bread. I always get. Sometimes they have Tori's there. Heidi, well, welcome. Let's welcome Heidi to our first live. What plan are you on, Heidi? The pumpkin chocolate chip bars. I love the chocolate chip ones too. They're really good. This pound dropper is amazing. I'm going to be making the pound dropper probably next week though, because I don't think I'll get to it this week. The oat ones that I posted a couple weeks back. Weight Watchers Blue. I lost all my weight on the blue plan. It is a favorite of mine here. I am currently on blue. I go to purple occasionally, but it's not enough points for me. 16 points. Well, I'm trying to lose a few pounds. I'm a little bit over goal by 4. So yeah, I went back to weight loss mode. I was on maintenance and I did add my maintenance points in, but as we see, I am trying to get off a few pounds. Unsuccessfully, I will add. But, we keep trying. You can't do it unless you try, so. Yes, the blue plan is to me, in my opinion, the best balance. It has the best of both worlds. There's enough in there to keep you tight, and there's enough looseness to keep you, feeling like you're on a weight loss journey. The fact that you can go out and eat and order a beautiful piece of chicken or a beautiful piece of fish is amazing. I mean, you think about my God, I can go out and go to fish and chicken and, I have to count how it's cooked, but you're not counting the protein. You don't have to worry about how big it is. It's, a beautiful piece of salmon. Oh. That amazes me that salmon is here because salmon is a very oily fish. I often wonder about that one. I'm like, did you ever see cooked salmon and you see all the oil that comes out of that bad boy? Just saying. But just remember, 0 points does not mean 0 calories. So be very diligent and respectful of those 0 point foods. I do. The Weight Watchers will probably tell you don't have to weigh and measure or track them. I do. I need to know what I'm eating. And if I have a really bad week, what did I eat that was really crazy? I mean, we're not talking about, a microscopic gain, but a big gain. But so, yeah, I know how much rice. I might not weigh and measure the chicken, but I'm not eating a whole chicken. But I do weigh and measure my rices and my pastas, even on blue and purple. On purple, especially. If I'm on purple, I'm still weighing out my brown rice. I'm still weighing out my quinoa. I still know how many oats I eat. I eat the same, honestly, on each plan. I don't eat more because I'm on purple. I eat the same. Because if I eat more on purple, then all of a sudden I go back to blue, and I'm like, well, I want more because I ate more before. No, I eat a serving, and the app gives you the serving. Trust the journey. Trust the plan. Not going to eat 5 chicken breasts. Oh, yeah. We had a guy, I tell you the story, he ate a dozen eggs for breakfast. Who does that? And like I said, he had to have bacon because you can't have eggs without bacon. And honestly, you need a little bit of toast. Because you figure that 75 to 80 calories an egg. So if you eat 12, that's over 700 calories in just your eggs. So yeah, you just have to be a bit mindful. And, and I think to myself, if I'm 400 pounds joining Weight Watchers and they're saying, here's 0 point foods, oh, I'm going to be on the purple plan. I'm going to eat all I want. And they're like, why am I not losing weight? Because you can't. I'm going to tell you the secret. You can't eat all you want, unfortunately. And think about it. Does it make sense that you can eat all you want? If you could eat all you want, Weight Watchers would be busting out the seams with people joining. Wouldn't they? They would be like, oh my gosh, going crazy there. Everybody would be jumping on the bandwagon. I had a weight problem. There are some people, Natalie, that are just naturally blessed with a high metabolism. I'm not one of those people. Not even close. Not even close. I wish. Oh, I wish. But don't forget to thumbs up in here before you leave. That helps out my channel. And I'm so glad we got a lot of newbies come today. If you haven't checked out today's video, I did a dessert. I believe it, I don't know if it's in the app or not, but it was in my Weight Watchers meeting on the little flip chart. And I did post it in the group a few weeks ago. I don't know if it's in the app though, but it's a lemon pineapple cobbler. And you can change out, like I said, I say it in the video, you can change out the cake mix. You don't have to buy the Weight Watchers lemon poppy seed. You can buy I do recommend the sugar-free, of course, cake mix vanilla, and just use that same amount. It tells you, I think it's 6 ounces, I think. I say it in the video. I don't remember. Exactly. That's what my son said. He said, you would be more diligent if it was a point. But sitting there by saying it's 0, saying it's, Salty Veteran, yes. He was a Weight Watcher. I think he's still on plan. I don't know. He was off and on. He was a Weight Watch. He did cooking videos. It was a Salty Veteran. And he did some good stuff. Good night, Paula. Thumbs up the newbies. Like you, Miss Susan. There is hope. There is hope. Is it a struggle? You have to put the work in. I always say, I don't want to give you false hope. I sit there and say, you have to work. And you have to want it. Because sometimes you have to draw from somewhere deep inside, because there's days you just want to eat your face off. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, there's days you just want to eat yourself into a coma. Been there, done that. But you just have to fight for it. And know that this isn't a diet. This is a journey. And maybe some days you do eat your face off. I've had weekends. I've had benders. You know what? You say to yourself, well, okay, I did it. It's over. I'm back on track, and I'm back on plan. Oh, I'm telling you, Kat, it's just, some people are just blessed. Oh, Becky, I understand. It's football Sunday. You watching a game? They're up there going crazy, my boys. They're like so happy. And we're back to, it's Sunday pickies here. Well, I did make a 0-point hummus. And I had veggies. I did have a few Fritos. I'm not going to lie. I had a few Fritos. It's a lifestyle, not a diet. So I had a few Fritos. A few too many Fritos, but, live and learn. But I didn't have a 0-point dinner. I did have some egg roll in a bowl, so. The Colts lost. Wah, wah. Eagles won, so my guys are happy. And how it's 0 points is I don't add the tahini. I saw somewhere where this girl made it with yogurt, and I thought, oh my God, yogurt is zero. This is back, when I just started freestyle, and you just put in your food processor the cans of chickpeas, rinsed and drained, yogurt, lemon juice, garlic, salt, and pepper. I think that's it. I'm going off the top of my head. And then you pulse it till it's thin. You might need a little bit of olive oil. I don't think you need much. And then what I do is when I serve it, I put a little drizzle of toasted sesame oil to get that sesame in there that you're missing, not having the tahini in there. It's delicious. Oh yeah, that sugar free. And it's $1.99. You can't beat it with a stick. It is like the greatest invention. That and the sugar-free puddings. What has been my salvation has been sugar-free cake mix and sugar-free puddings. The things you can do with it, it's crazy. You have to go do my dump cakes in a mug. Oh my gosh. Dump cakes in a mug are life-changing. They're so amazing. The cheesecakes in a mug. The bread pudding in a mug. The cannoli bread pudding in a mug. It's a showstopper. If you look at the picture in the thumbnail, I took that and I remember going, it looks like it was in a cookbook. I made something that was cookbook worthy. It just was beautiful. And it's delicious. So good. Ooh, homemade hummus was his first food? I mean, are they vegan? See you, Glam. The hummus is 0, depending on how much you have. You'd have to go into the recipe. I'm guessing now that like a quarter cup is 0 because it's really not. So I want to say it's 0. And I use veggie dippers like cucumbers and radishes and little mini bell peppers. If I have celery, which I don't, and carrot chips. Not carrot sticks, because I don't like those, but I like carrot chips. Don't ask. I have no idea why. I admit I'm weird. Yeah, that is weird, Lori. I that's interesting. You would think something. I don't know. I've never heard of that one. Hummus is just first food. I remember it's always the first food was always applesauce, pears, bananas, and then you move on to the vegetables. I don't miss that age at all. Oh, God, that was just. I lived it though, and it's hard to believe I lived it, but I did. And the boys are still alive, and that's because I was a bit of a hot mess. Can't believe that one, can you? And I had Irish twins. Yeah, that was even funnier. Having 2 kids in a high chair. Yeah, I would feed them it was. If I had a video of that, that would make. I could put it into one of my videos. This is me, feeding. Yeah. And they live to tell the story. So, I say if my kids survived, any kid will. Oh, that's punishment. 5 hours at a 3-year-old birthday party. I bet you there was cake. We were talking about that at the weight loss meeting. I went to I'm back to meetings, and you're going to a party. There's got to be cake. There's going to be cake, and some cakes are better than others. Some cakes, I'll look at the cake if it's one of those not worth it cakes. I'm like, not. But there's cakes that you're like, yeah, that's totally worth it. I'm going to have a nice slice. Because the bakery, you're like, yeah, I'm going to have that cake. That's the truth, McLean. Oh, vegan birthday cake with no artificial anything. Was it even good? I shouldn't say that because there's a diner that we frequent, and they have a whole vegan menu, and I am obsessed with it. And we laugh, the boys laugh every time I go in there because they're like, Mom, you're not vegan. Why do you always order off the vegan menu? I said, because it's good. Oh my gosh, they have the best. And then I get the vegan meal, which comes with a vegan soup and the vegan cupcake and the glass of vegan wine. And I'm totally not vegan, not even a little bit. And just because it's vegan doesn't necessarily mean it's low in points. Just putting that out there. Yes, the first 3 bites are what you remember anyway. And when you start doing the 3-bite rule, you do it enough that you're satisfied. Like if you're not, because you're giving yourself the cake as opposed to saying, I'm not going to eat it. I'm a Weight Watcher, so I can't eat that. That's a diet. You have to be, like I've been better with sharing because I never shared before. I would just eat all of that. I get my own dessert. I'm not sharing dessert. Do you know who you're married to? But now, he's still not used to it. He goes, you want to share that? Yes. Yeah, he's still not used to that because I didn't share for quite the first 20 years. But I learned that I could have a little bit and he could finish it. You'd be surprised. Be surprised. But I am going to head on out. It is almost 8:30. I have to get the dog out and I have to go to work tomorrow. But I am not going early, so I'm back to my 9 to 1 tomorrow. Yay. So I don't have to get up quite as early. That's a plus. But it's our first full week of 5 full days. Yeah, wish me luck. Wish me luck. But if you're not busy tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time, we have an exercise class that's totally free to come on Zoom. Lori Mashburn hosts on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I host on Wednesday. So both our numbers are in the post for hers and mine for the Zoom. It doesn't cost you anything. You just show up at 2:30, and we do the share screen, and we do a Leslie video together. It's a lot of fun. Get 20 minutes in. And if you can't make it, I just highly suggest you find time to do a 1-mile Leslie walk every day. It's not too trying, honestly. Or get a walk in. You don't have to. It's just good to get the body moving a little bit. Do you have to do it? No. I lost all of 116 pounds with no exercise. I didn't walk even then. So do you have to do that? No, you do not. You do not have to exercise to lose weight. Repeat after me. You do not have to exercise to lose weight. It's just good if you can. I only started exercising after I hit goal to tone up because things hang. I'm not gonna lie, things hang, and it's not always pretty. You do these wonderful things for yourself, and you get punished with saggy skin. Just putting that out there to the masses. But I thank you all for joining me tonight. It's always fun to spend some time with you guys, and welcome to the newbies. Thank you for coming. We meet here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Time. You're welcome to come anytime. You don't have to come all the time. You can come whenever you can fit it in. It's fun to touch base and just, go over stuff and ask questions and stuff like that. It's just good to do that. Wednesdays we do a Zoom meeting style. It's more organized. I talk the meeting topic of Weight Watchers. We have question and answer. It's only like a half an hour, 35 minutes. Again, doesn't cost you anything. It's on Zoom. My number, not Lori's. So I do 2 Zooms on Wednesday now that I think about it. Wow, I'm going to be a busy girl. So you're all welcome to come in these things. They're all free of charge. Nothing costs anything here on Dish with D. But I do wish that you would watch some of my videos when they go up. It's always fun, especially today's. It's a dessert. It's a very low point, delicious dessert, if I do say so myself. Like I said, it was on the flip chart at Weight Watchers. So, buenas noches. So have a great night. There are people in my leaders meeting who lost. They're in wheelchairs. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'll have a great. I love the Leslie Simpsons. Oh, it's wonderful. They're. I'm telling you, they just get you moving a little bit, and so none hurt anybody. I just do the 1 mile a day. I used to do 2 miles, but what was the point? So, thank you. Have a great night. Remember, we're just following the plan. No muss, no fuss, no tricks, no bells, no whistles. just doing what we're supposed to do on our lifestyle journey, making small changes that yield big results in the future. They're not going to yield them tomorrow or next week, but in the future, I promise you. I'm living proof. If you ever sit there and second guess, look at my before and after pictures. If they can sit there and look like that, so can you. You just have to put the work in. I'm not going to lie about that. Have a great night. We will dish another day, folks. See you tomorrow.